Welcome to our channel dedicated to Mystery Enigma. Subscribe to our channel now so you don't miss any videos about incredible discoveries around the world. Thank you so much for your interest and support. Enjoy! Egypt is an ancient land, rich in history, culture, and mysteries. When you think of this country, the pyramids immediately come to mind, but these are not the only fascinating enigmas of this extraordinary land. In the many archaeological parks of the region, scientists and archaeologists work tirelessly, uncovering discoveries that are as fascinating as they are mysterious. In this video, we will explore the incredible and enigmatic discoveries made in Egypt. Egypt is the birthplace of one of the world's oldest civilizations. Its borders, language, and forms of government have changed many times over the millennia. Often a meeting point between different cultures, the Egyptian territory has included, at different times, territories such as Sudan, Cyprus, Lebanon, Syria, Israel, and Palestine. Although Egypt was an undisputed world power in ancient times, it was occupied several times by other civilizations such as the Persians, Greeks, and Romans. Also known as Kemet, meaning black earth, this name is believed to derive from the fertile soil created by the flooding of the Nile, which allowed advanced civilizations to thrive. When thinking of Egypt, the pharaohs, the ancient rulers of the country, immediately come to mind. The term pharaoh comes from the Egyptian Pharaoh, meaning the Great House, first used in 1479 BC to define the reign of Thutmose III. It is unclear when ancient Egypt was unified into a single nation. Many scientists believe that it was born from the aggregation of small states, forming two kingdoms, Upper and Lower Egypt, which later united. This theory is supported by works of art that depict pharaohs with two crowns, one for Lower Egypt and one for Upper Egypt. The reign of the pharaohs lasted for millennia, divided into 30 or 31 dynasties, with the first inscriptions dating back to about 5,200 years ago. Thanks to these inscriptions, we know the Egyptian culture and some of its discoveries. However, many mysteries still surround the history of this extraordinary people. One of the most famous and enigmatic discoveries is the hidden chamber in the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Egyptian pyramids are magnificent structures, reflecting the importance of the pharaohs in ancient Egyptian society. These structures symbolize the union between the human and the divine, helping the king's soul ascend to heaven to join the gods, especially the sun god. The Great Pyramid of Giza contains three known chambers: the king's chamber, the queen's chamber, and an unfinished underground chamber, as well as a 47-meter-long corridor called the Great Gallery. Scientists, using sophisticated instruments, discovered a large cavity of 30-40 meters in length, a secret chamber still inaccessible. This discovery has caused great amazement. What does it contain and what was its use? Another mystery is the absence of artifacts typical of pharaonic burials, such as sarcophagi, inside the pyramids. According to some researchers, the artifacts would have been stolen over the millennia. However, other scientists believe that we have not yet fully understood the meaning of the pyramids and Egyptian civilization, which may have reached unexpected technological levels. For example, some inscriptions in the Temple of Dendera in Upper Egypt depict objects resembling light bulbs. According to researcher Eric von Daniken, these inscriptions clearly depict an ancient light bulb. However, other scholars such as Sylvia Hill argue that they simply represent the myth of the primordial serpent. Finally, the Ebers Papyrus, purchased in Luxor in 1862, bears witness to the incredible medical knowledge of the ancient Egyptians. This papyrus, more than 20 meters long, contains notions of anatomy, pathologies, treatments, remedies, and even a description of the human brain and tumors, demonstrating the advanced medical and surgical skills of the Egyptians. Furthermore, among the numerous archaeological discoveries in Egypt, some evidence of advanced medical and surgical practices stands out. In the tomb of Pharaoh Amenhotep I, copper surgical instruments were found, presumably used for complex procedures such as the removal of cloudy lenses to treat cataracts. Near Luxor, during archaeological excavations, a prosthetic big toe dating back more than 3,000 years was found, one of the first evidence of medical prostheses in history. The dental practices of the ancient Egyptians were also surprisingly advanced. Teeth with malachite fillings and even dentures have been found, demonstrating that the Egyptians were capable of dealing with complex dental problems. These discoveries reveal to us a civilization that had a profound knowledge of the human body and the techniques to heal it. Another fascinating find is the so-called Edwin Smith Papyrus, an ancient medical text dating back to 1600 BC that describes detailed surgical procedures, including treatments for wounds and fractures. This document demonstrates the advanced level of medical knowledge achieved by the ancient Egyptians and the scientific approach they took to treating illnesses and injuries. Medicine was not the only field in which the Egyptians excelled. Their understanding of astronomy was extraordinary. Egyptian temples, such as the one at Abu Simbel, are precisely aligned with astronomical events. Every year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, the sun's rays perfectly illuminate the statues of the gods inside the temple, a feat that required a profound knowledge of celestial movements. In addition, the ancient Egyptians developed a vast network of canals and irrigation systems that took advantage of the Nile floods to fertilize and irrigate their fields. This advanced agricultural system allowed them to support a large population and build the impressive structures we still admire today. The history of ancient Egypt is full of mysteries and fascinating discoveries that continue to amaze and astonish. Each new discovery offers us a deeper insight into this extraordinary civilization and allows us to appreciate even more its contribution to the history of humanity. Egypt is a place where the past and present intertwine, creating a unique atmosphere of discovery and wonder. We invite you all to continue following our videos for further exploration of this land rich in secrets and history. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our new stories. Until the next adventure.